Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to this vlog. So, actually, I would have had a day off today, but since I'm planning to have the Monday off, the week my hubby has vacation, soon-ish, I decided to work today and record the video I would have recorded that week and, just make time available for the week when he's on vacation so that throughout the day we can go, for example, planned shopping for the balcony and do other stuff that we wanted to do that particular week. And I should only work the evenings on Draw for Initiative when Tina's here, but not Monday, like the big recording day. So I recorded a video. Actually, it's the March Random Act of Kindness project that I recorded, and I was done and finished and had put everything away, and then this happened on my right ring finger knuckle. The audio equipment, the stand for the audio equipment, didn't release the part that was on the audio recording equipment, and I had to pull really hard, and then I bumped against this part of the back of the chair, like the upper part is like really and now I do have a bruise and swollen finger here. Bruise on my knuckle exactly here. You can see maybe a tiny bit of the blue. So it's an ouch, ouchie, ouchie. So I'm gonna cool it with a cooling pad so that there is not too much swelling. I did take off my my wedding band right away because I did feel it swell in like half a second. So quickly took this off, put it on the other finger, and it's a bit big, but well. I have my engagement ring in before the wedding band, so I shouldn't lose my wedding band. I hope that in a couple of days my finger is de-swollen so that I can wear my rings correctly again. But I'm just really pissed that this happened. I can't use things like that. I mean, lucky me, it happened to the right hand and not the left hand. This is the important hand. This is important. I can manage. This is important. So yeah, I'm gonna import the video now. I just wanted to let you know that shit happens in every household, even in mine, where I'm actually pretty careful about things like that, but still, sometimes equipment is just against me. And I just wanted to mention talking. I wanted to mention that so that you guys are not maybe questioning anything going on just because I don't wear my wedding band. Nothing's wrong except for this knuckle. So when I color later, which I'm planning to do, I plan to do the Medusa thingy here in the Jasmine Beckett Griffith coloring book. When I do that, you will see things are different. It's all just because I had a tiny little accident with the gorilla thing holder of my audio equipment. Anyway, I'm gonna go edit now. See you later. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's really spring-like today. It's awesome. So I'm not gonna freeze later on when we go food shopping and bring away some old clothes to the German equal to Goodwill. So every spring I go through my closet and get rid of clothes that I did not wear for 2 years. That's kind of what I work with. Doesn't mean that I buy new clothes per se, but I'm just getting rid of things first. And if I need something, really need something, I'm gonna buy something. If I just want something, yeah, maybe. But I'm not the typical girl in regards to I'm gonna go
shopping for, because there's a new trend and I want a new thing. That's not who I am. I'm very need driven, so I only buy if I need, especially when it comes to clothes. But yeah, I've been going through my closet, hubby too, and we have quite a few bags that we're gonna bring to I'm just gonna call it Goodwill, because it's different charity organizations in Germany that do the same thing. So I'm not gonna freeze to death later on when we do that and when we go food shopping, because it's actually really spring-like outside. It's like 14-15 degrees. It's there's sun. It's light outside. It's not gray. So yeah, we definitely are moving towards spring here, which is awesome. I'm awesome to the point that pollen is really very little so far, so I can manage without any medication. It's like, yay, I usually manage without medication, but some days are easier than others, and currently it's still very easy for me to handle allergies. But what I've been doing, so Monday you saw me last, and the finger is still hurting, and I do have a bruise in the knuckles. Yeah, still clumsy, so I still have to be a bit careful. I bump against it once in a while, and then you hear me curse in all the languages I know, but otherwise it's fine. I can use that finger. I can manage. But what I've been doing meanwhile is I've been coloring a lot. You will see the clips in one go at the end of the video, or towards the end of the video, let's put it this way. And then I've been painting my Draw for Initiative painting. Tina has started hers as well yesterday, and she's probably gonna finish Thursday, and if we're really lucky, we can start voiceover work and recording the intro on Thursday as well. So, new game done. We're a tiny bit behind, but we can manage, I think. If we have like 2 or 3 good weeks in a row, we can definitely manage to catch up again. What else have I been? Well, I've been working on the letters, of course. I'm not always showing that in this video here in this format, but that doesn't mean that things don't happen. This week, my mom is coming round for a bit of coffee and a chit chat, and she's gonna bring some photo albums that she found that belonged to my grandma. So the ones that I've been searching for that I thought would be in my aunt's cellar or house, let's say house, and they're probably all with my mom. She very quickly flipped through them on FaceTime. And I definitely recognized most of the things that I've been looking for, so I think everything's gonna be complete. I will see later this week. And yeah, what else has been going on? Lots of tiny little task things. I've been... Oh, I need a coffee. Hold on, I need a coffee. Yeah, I've been working this week with a random act of kindness, and yesterday I did write all the letters, like the envelopes and stuff, addressed everything, and we're gonna bring it to the post office later today. So, though the video will come out way later, the letters have been sent on the 15th of March. I think it's the 15th today. So yeah. That's one big thing. Check. I've also been quite busy with the reading and stuff, so it's just like I just said, very many tiny little tasks that happen throughout the day that I do that are not really worth filming, or that I don't want to film. Like, for example, putting all the clothes together that I'm gonna bring to Goodwill. That's not a thing that I'm gonna film, because for one, that's private room bedroom is definitely a private one, where I'm not gonna film. And it doesn't have to do anything with art. It's more like, yeah, that also happens in my life, you know? So now it's Wednesday noon-ish. I haven't looked at the clock, what time it is, but I'd say from the sun, it's noon-ish. And I'm gonna do a bit of work, a bit of social media work before we go food shopping, and then we have date night. And today we're probably not gonna play a board game, or if we do, then a very tiny little round of maybe love letter or something. But we're gonna try a puzzle game, and don't ask me about the name of the game. I don't know. I have no clue. But it's a puzzle game that I can play with hubby on the Nintendo Switch. So we're gonna try this tonight. And then after that, I'm gonna color some more. And I hope that by the end of this week, I will have all the letters archived for aunt and uncle of my grandma. And then I can go to the last big chunk before the research work will actually start and the letters will be done. But we'll see. I'm not gonna rush it. Yeah. I still have a job to do. I have artwork to do. I have other creative things. I do need to have time for board gaming and stuff. Otherwise, well, my whole job doesn't work. But I really can spend hours and hours and hours and hours with those letters and photos and books and just learn or just remember or note or whatever. But yeah, it's a long, long task, folks. A very long task. But yeah, don't fall over the cables, Sarah. Good girl. I'm going to get working now so that I can have some free time with hubby later on. I also have to write the shopping list. I haven't decided yet what to cook for today and for Friday. I know what to cook for tomorrow, so when Tina comes over. I know that because yeah, there's some things that are currently in season that she really likes and that go well with the stomach, and that makes it a bit easier to decide what to cook. But for today and for Friday, I still have to find out. I still have to decide. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna check in later with either photo albums or news or, oh, by the way, other news. This morning I woke up to an email that was sent from the Flow magazine saying, your order has been dispatched. So the next magazine's gonna come. I hope it's gonna arrive this week before I end the vlog. Otherwise it probably will be in the next vlog just to show you. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go now. See you later.
Hello, good evening and good night. Well, it's actually midnight, Thursday night to Friday, so it's officially Friday, which means I'm definitely gonna end the vlog because I gotta edit and then I gotta upload and schedule for you guys to see it at 9 a.m. on Saturday. So, let me quickly recap. I did finish coloring in the Jasmine Griffith... One day I can say it. Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I'm sorry to butcher the name. Again, Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Coloring. I finished. See? And next week I'm gonna work in the Summer Nights by Hannah Carlson. And I do not butcher that name as badly as I did the previous one. So sorry for that, but F and TH in one word, so close to each other, it's really difficult to say for the non-English tongue. So if you're not native English speaking, just saying. But anyway, it's Thursday night, and we meaning Tina and I, finished Draw for Initiative, a new painting. She finished the painting, we did an intro, and we recorded the voiceover. So whoop whoop, I just gotta edit and we're good to go. We didn't decide on the next game yet. That's maybe Sunday, latest Tuesday, that we're gonna decide what to paint next. But we're pretty close to, let me see. This is the holy book of Draw for Initiative, folks. This is where I keep the lists with the ideas of the games that we want to paint. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3 more, and then we're at number 50? Is it 50? I think it's number 50 already. It's like, oh my gosh, time flies. But I can just cross out that one because we just painted it. And I'm not gonna show you, folks. You gotta wait. So there's 1, 2, 3 more games. And then there's another special episode because we have another 10 episodes completed. Anyway, so yeah, that happened and we had a lot of fun. We were super giddy and giggly today, so sorry for the voiceover, not sorry. We're just, yeah. This is, you get an inkling of, so episode 46 is gonna be what we are like if there's no camera or no audio recorder rolling. Like, this is how we talk. We're super giddy, but then in a split second we're very real and just talking information, and then we're goofing off, and then we get back to the information, and then we're goofing off. This is what days or evenings in the studio are like if we don't listen to audiobooks. So we just feel talky or giddy and just making fun, you know? So yeah, that happened. And then this week, I finished the letters that I archived for the aunt and uncle of my grandma. And now I'm currently archiving the ones from a cousin from my grandma. And I have 2, 4, 6, 7 letters of her already archived. So I'm at letter number 8. There's a couple of them. So don't think... And then there's one more big pack. And I think then it's only cards for their wedding day. So congratulations and stuff. And then other information that is not letters per se. And yeah, then I think I can go to the hubster and say, please, 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 these are all the letters. Please measure all the boxes that I need, and or like the separations in between, because I want the family letters separated in a big, huge wooden box, and hubby's gonna build that for me once I'm done with all the letters, and he can measure how much space he needs for what family and how he can arrange things and stuff and make it nice and build me a box for all the letters. So yeah, it's that day is gonna come soon. Also, this week, my mommy came by and we chit-chatted over coffee and stuff, and she brought me photo albums and photos in a tin that she found. I gotta get the tin. I didn't get it. She found more photo albums. The one that I was actually searching for, that I thought were maybe at my aunt's house, she found them. So this week, with the coffee and chit-chatting, mommy and me, she gave me 3 albums and a box. And I actually, by the way, haven't discussed with her if I'm just scanning the photos and then giving them back, or if I'm supposed to keep the albums. I have to ask her, because I'm keeping a lot of memorabilia from that part of the family, quote unquote, because I just got the letters, I got so many photos, stuff, so it's things that are not my dad from that part of the family. So I'm having lots and lots of the circus photos of my granddad and stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to keep the photo albums or if I'm supposed to scan the photos and look for information on the back of the photos and stuff. So I don't know. I have to check with her. I didn't ask. I'm stupid like that. It's like, oh shit. She found them. She found the photos that I remembered asking my grandma about them all the time when I was a kid. I was bugging her for details on certain photographs because it seems that even back then I was fascinated by the stories she told, the family structures that were there, and that, again, I said it in the first ever video that I made for this topic in 2015. I don't know how she managed to keep these items, these letters, these photos, while she was on the run across Europe with a newborn. It's like, imagine you're 20 something years old, 25 I think she was, 25, almost 25. She had a newborn, a couple of weeks old, barely 3 months old, a little kid, tiny. It's the end of the war, Second World War, and you're expelled from your country and you're on the run trying to survive, try to stay unharmed as much as you can. And there's bad stories from people that were on the run across Europe, not only what is known in very broad history, like those, excuse my French, fuckers, the Nazis, really hurting / killing / butchering Jews and disabled people, socialists, liberal people, all those kinds of people they just thought were less. But there's also, once the war ended, there was a huge amount. I think it was 14 million people. I think that's what I read. 14 million people that were expelled from former German territory, and they had to flee. They had to run. I'm currently reading this book that says Cold Home. So it's like your home country, your home region. Cold meaning Cold War, post Second World War. People were on the run. And this is all about just those people, why they were expelled from now Poland, Russia, Czech Republic, France, and how they were greeted in now Germany. And back then was Eastern Germany, so Russian zone, and British, French, American zone. So there's very tiny minute little nuances and details. So I'm reading that book, and she was on the run. She was on the run, and she managed to take not only the letters that I'm currently archiving, but photos. And so did my grandpa. I have no clue who actually had the photos in their luggage while they were on the run or came back home from war. But in this and this album and in this tin, there's photos from 1898, 99 onward. It's over 100 years. It's almost 120 years that I do have photos from back then when they were taken. It's like, this is a treasure, folks. I remember those very old photos from my grandpa being a kid, but here's a funny thing. I remembered that, and I knew and I remembered that I had seen photos of my grandpa when he was very little, so 3 years old, 4 years old. That's one thing. I also know that my grandpa was born in 1897, but I did not put the two together. So for whatever reason, and that is totally weird, in my mind, it did not compute that I would have photos available for research, for looking at them, for archiving them, for scanning them, for just using them for research, or for just looking at them, really, that are 118, 119, maybe even 120 years old. And there's some photos in there that are definitely end of the 19th century, so 1800 something, where I cannot touch them right now, and I'm gonna tell you in a minute why, but I'm not sure that they were taken after 1897, so it might be that I'm actually having photos there that are before 1897, so it might be 1850, 1880, I don't know. I'm trying to find out, but I cannot touch the photos now. So photos back then were processed differently than that, so with other solutions, other chemicals and stuff. So films were treated differently. And back then, the photos, so the oil that you got on your skin reacts with the chemicals they used back then to develop photos or film. So you have to be very careful. You cannot touch the photos. They will fade, but not only fade, they will fade to nothing. So I ordered last night. I ordered cotton gloves so that I can actually handle the photos here, because I know that there were notes at the back of the photos, but I cannot touch them. I cannot look at them because I don't want to have my oil from my skin on those photos, and those photos are way too precious for me. So for example, this photo here, somewhat 1800 something, early 20th century maybe. I remember that my grandma didn't have the photos in the albums. I remember when I was young, I helped her put those photos in albums like this and like this. So I know that there are notes on the back on some of the photos. Not all of them, but some of them. And I want to read them. I want to get the photos out of the album and see very gently if there's notes on the back. But I cannot touch the photos unless I have gloves. So the gloves are going to be delivered, I think, Saturday. It said. So I ordered special tweezers that don't cut into the photo paper. And I ordered, I think it is 12 pairs of white cotton gloves so that I can handle all of those old photos. But not only them, but also the ones that I showed you last week in the plastic bag that are by now 90 years old. I mean, yes, for one, it's really weird. My brain does not always compute it unless I really think about it. I know those photos were taken something like 1920, 1925 maybe. But, and I know it's 2017, of course I know, but for whatever reason I don't get the almost 100 years old. I don't get that. I'm so tempted almost to not wait for the gloves, but just to flip through the photos. And I don't, yeah, it's really difficult to wait. Thank God for Amazon Prime and delivery within 48 hours, because this is torture, folks. This is torture. I so badly want to see which ones I remember correctly from my childhood, which ones I don't, which ones I know, I remember, which ones help me for my research and stuff. So I'm not, so here's the thing. The Taco Clock is about the art, about things that go on in the week. And yes, of course, there's other things than art and board games that do go on in my week. I do other things. Like, for example, I do housework. I do go food shopping. And of course, I do have the project, this huge project of researching my ancestry. But I don't want to have the Taco Clock vlogs be overtaken by my research. But it's so interesting. There's so much information. There's things that I find out every day that I could actually have a vlog about just my research for ancestry. So, but I don't want to have a second vlog. So, anyway, for a couple of days now, I think it's about a week and a half, not sure, I've been actually recording videos like all the time, just raw material, tons and tons of hours of raw material, of footage that only has to do with research for my ancestry. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that footage. If I'm probably gonna cut a film or documentary or super long vlog once I'm done. But yeah, I started recording and separating my other daily life from that big project that I just do. I'm still gonna tell you once in a while, or probably like a little thing once every week or every 2 weeks, just what stage I'm at. So in case you're interested, you can, well, get kind of an update, or maybe, yeah, celebrate with me or have frustration shared. But all the nitty-gritty, all the details, I decided I'm not gonna put into the Taco Clock. I'm gonna put maybe a bit of, yeah, like superficial / overview into it, like just saying I'm done with the letters, now I'm going to move to the photos and stuff. But I decided I'd record all the details and see at the end of the journey if it's just footage for me or if it is worth to cut a film from that. My hubby said, you find out so many things about your ancestors. I didn't. So I told him that I'm recording a movie or recording while I do all of that work. And I'm telling you guys now. I didn't tell anybody else. So yeah, just saying. But he said, you could actually write a book yourself. Because I was saying, I'm reading the book and these are all the other books and these are the photos and I know that, blah, 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 all the information. And I found out that. And I'm sharing that excitement with him. I mean, or let's put it this way. I tell him and he's like, good girl. I was like, wow. He's not into digging and into the past or into ancestry or my ancestry as much as I am. He's more with my mom. He likes the final information, but not the digging, you know. But I told him, you know, when he said, oh, you could write a book on your own. And he knows that I have written a book, but that was fiction. I've never written non-fiction. And I hadn't told him before, and I had recorded hours of hours, but I told him, it seems I'm a movie maker, not a writer per se. I'm also a writer, yes, but I'm more of a movie maker. So if anything should come to pass from this research project, it's probably gonna be in a documentary movie or something. So I'm recording all the things I do. So yeah. Just saying. It's also that's one thing actually why I don't necessarily remember if I told it on the vlog or on the documentary. I just speak about things and I'm like, did I tell you about the books that I ordered books in regards to World War I, World War II and the circus? Did I tell you? Or did I tell it to the documentary? It's like, shit. So if I don't make sense, that's why. Just saying. So yeah, that was a long chat, but that is the last big chunk of family history and that research project that you're gonna hear on this format. Like I said, I might drop information here and there, but only very superficial. And if I ever should make anything with the footage that I record, if I should be able to, for one, research, find out, complete the picture, and be able to put it into a nice arc, I'm gonna have a documentary for you on that subject. I don't know when, I don't know if, so don't ask me. Just saying, I started recording that and you're not going to be bothered with my research story every week. Unless you ask for it. Then of course I'm going to share. But for now, I'm going to go. Let me tease one thing for you. On Saturday, Hobby and I are going to record another Gamers Couch and we're going to record CS files. So last week, us having the fun with anachrony and time travel and stuff, it actually is now the second part of a trilogy kind of thing that we tried to do. We're actually gonna record CS files or Murder in Hong Kong, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same game, so we're gonna do that. And yeah, next week I'm gonna color some more. I'm waiting for delivery of the new Flow magazine, which is going to be very cool. I hope. I'm looking forward to it. They said on the Instagrams there's something in there with herbs, and I'm big on herbs, so yeah. maybe there's something in there for me. And I'm gonna color, like I said, in Summer Nights next week. Yeah, all of that. Last 2 weeks of March, so next week and the week after, is maybe not a lot of painting, but a lot of other creative work that happens in my house. And excuse me. And that will, or already did, inspire me to do certain paintings, sketches and stuff. So you're gonna be with me there. And yeah, I think that's that. Sorry for the final rumble here and this video being long, but I wanted to take the time and tell you that I'm not gonna move this into a history research kind of a vlog. It's still artwork, but yeah, just the way I decided to separate the two. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And I'm gonna see you on the next video. Have fun. Have a wonderful weekend. Maybe you got some spring weather and you can go outside and you can enjoy some sunlight and lovely nature blossoming. And yeah, I'm gonna see you folks. Thanks for watching, and do all the good YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna see you folks. Bye.